Alright, yo, what is good with y'all? We got the new tier list for Arcane Lineage. Drop a sub if you haven't already, just starting off. And they nerfed basically everything. Like, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. They nerfed basically everything. So, I don't know. A lot of them are gonna place lower than the last tier list. A lot of things got gutted, including Elementalist. Elementalist Blaze got nerfed pretty hard. Like, pretty damn hard. And I still think it's B. I still do think it's B comparatively to the other classes, because the other classes did get nerfed as well. Whereas it would be like low S, high A before, it's now B because Blaze doesn't do nearly as much damage with the nerfs. And that's all they really nerfed about it. I think they nerfed one of the masteries too, I don't remember. Now, Necro did get some buffs. Necro did get some pretty substantial buffs, but they also nerfed Skeleton HP, which is like, that's the whole point of Necro. But they also made it so that when summons block, they have like more damage resistance or something like that. So I think Necro does deserve a spot in B now. Normally it would probably be in like D or something. I think it's low B. Listen, I said low, very low B, maybe even high C. You know what? I'm putting it in high C. Necro still doesn't do damage. They nerfed one of the scalings on one of the moves, but they gave it more like life steal and all that. So you know what I mean? And you know, I never thought I'd see the day where where Berserker is high B. You know what I mean? Berserker got gutted pretty hard. Even with prime setup, maximum goated setup, your Carnage with 6 energy is doing like 400 damage. And that's like, ooh, that's pretty good, dude. That's min-maxed. Min-maxed prime setup everything. They almost gutted it with Estella. They made Estella and Berserker passive not work together anymore. They nerfed the damage increase you get on Berserker passive and Estella. They nerfed the damage on Carnage. They nerfed the damage scaling on Carnage. They buffed Head Splitter a little bit. So Head Splitter still does good damage, but it's still not that crazy. It's just not nearly as good as it was. They also increased Carnage's base energy cost. It's high B, dude. Maybe even low A, but I'm gonna stick it in high B. Now Impaler. Impaler actually caught a nerf in this balance patch, which kind of surprised me. Actually really surprised me. But they did buff one of its masteries, I'm pretty sure. I think I can safely put it above Elementalist and below Berserker. I still think it's below Berserker. But it might even be above Berserker at this point, but I'm going to just keep it below for now. I'm not too sure on that. Maybe it is above Berserker, but it's still not A. It's still like mid B. It's still same old Impaler, by the way, if y'all are wondering. Alright, this right here, is that Assassin? Yes, Assassin. Now, Assassin actually went unchanged. Assassin actually got buffs, which is why it's S. Low S, low S, low S, alright? It's low S. But it got buffs to its Stealth Strike, which was already pretty good, and it didn't really get any nerfs, dude. It's gonna be the best thing for I accidentally clicked off. I don't know why I did that. It's gonna be the best thing for Metron's Vessel now for DPS because it can still DOT and damage over time Metron's Vessel down. It can still apply a crap ton of debuffs. It didn't really get changed much. It's still really good. Now Dark Wraith actually got some pretty good buffs. I'm not gonna lie. They did catch a little bit of nerfs, but it did catch some buffs as well. I think I can put it below Elementalist, maybe. Void Bite got a cooldown reduction, which is the main thing we're looking at here. But other than that, it didn't really get changed too much. The masteries got buffed, but you know what I mean? Alright, now we have Rogue. Rogue is going into A. It was in A last time. It didn't get changed. You can still get 25k gold in like 10 minutes. You can still farm at supersonic speed. It's still pretty bad for bosses. Although it might actually be better than Berserker for bosses now. Not even joking. I can do it faster with a Rogue than a Berserker now. And yeah, you know, it's the best farming class. Always been the best farming class. Didn't get changed in that aspect. Paladin's top of S. Paladin was already S before this gut balance patch. And they buffed it. I do know. On some inside information, I know that Paladin is going to get gutted soon. They're going to nerf its regen really hard. The regeneration on Paladin is going to get gutted. But right now, it's not. So, for that reason, it's S. It's top of S. It's going to be the best class in the game. It didn't really get changed. It's still unkillable. They buffed Holy Crash to have strength, to have endurance scaling. And it's pretty good scaling, too. So, you can do damage with Paladin on top of everything now. Now, we have... what's his name? We have Monk. Monk got buffed a little bit. It applies more burn now. I think I can put it in like a solid, maybe low A. I think I'll put it in a solid low A. It also got buffed with its mastery that does like AoE damage, so that's pretty good. And yeah, you know what I mean? Alright, next up we have Saint. Saint got nerfed as well, but it also, the mastery, all for one for all or something like that, got buffed, so that now it also like it does something. I forgot what it was. It got nerfed a little bit, but also mainly buffed. And Holy Grace scales less now and all that, so I'm gonna still put it in like high A. You know, it's Saint. Saint is always gonna be good. It's a healing class. And hold on real quick. Alright, I got the rest of the classes in here. Alright, so we going with Brawler. Brawler might even be D tier. I'm being so serious. Brawler might be the worst class in the game right now. It does no damage. It got gutted for no reason. It caught a stray. I'll put it high C. Actually, I'll put it below Necro. It literally caught a stray. It got a bunch of huge damage nerfs, like 25% damage nerfs. And it just got nerfs overall. And Brawler did not need a nerf. It was already mediocre before, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know why the hell they would nerf Brawler, but whatever, I guess. We have Lancer. Now Lancer caught some buffs, and Lancer was always like mid B or something like that in the other tier list. So I think it's like solid, maybe even above Impaler. I'll put it like below Impaler. But yeah, it caught some buffs. The stun chance did get increased a little bit, but it's still not that significant of an increase. One of the moves got a cooldown reduction, but also got a slight damage nerf, so I don't know, you know what I mean? The Masteries also got buffs for it. Now Hexer got a lot of changes. Hexer got a whole new move that does damage, I'm pretty sure. They changed around the debuffs. It gets more debuffs. The Masteries got buffed. So overall, Hexer's actually looking in like, it's like a pretty good spot. You even can apply 2 Hex at once now. So I don't know, man. I'm actually inclined to put Hexer into A. It feels weird. It's like I'm shaking, you know what I mean? But I think it could go above Monk. Now I don't know about above Rogue and Saint. Let's not get on our high horses, you feel me? But Hexer with the debuffs, it's actually solid for MV. Okay did like a video where he speedrunned MV with the best strategy, and Hexer was in it, surprisingly. So yeah. Next up we have Ranger. Now Ranger caught some big buffs in this update, dude, and Ranger was already solid. I'm actually putting it in low S. It got some pretty big buffs. They got some fixes that make its damage go up, and enrichment gives way more of a damage buff, and it also lasts longer now, and it already did big damage, you know what I mean? So it's doing like even bigger damage now, so you know what I mean? Like it's pretty damn good right now. I'll actually put it low S, and it can also apply Sundered, by the way. We have Blade Dancer. Now Blade Dancer did get nerfed pretty hard, but it wasn't too crazy of a nerf. Impaling Strike I don't think even got changed. Actually, did it get changed? I don't know, but it probably got nerfed if it did get changed. I'll put it top of A. Top of A? Hold on. I need to think about what my decision real quick, because it's for DPS, and the what's his name, Flowing Dance got nerfed pretty significantly. It was really busted for a little bit until they nerfed it. Yeah, I think it's solid in top of it. It still does pretty damn good damage if you go like Veneri with it. I mean, the Veneri build also got nerfed. That's hard. Paramuth got nerfed and Veneri got nerfed. Well Scramble, I'm pretty sure. So it is pretty difficult to rank it. You can still do pretty crazy damage with it though. So I think it's in top of A. I think it's top of A. Let me know if y'all disagree with that. I'm actually this is like my hardest decision. All right, but yeah. This is my rankings. Nothing's in D, surprisingly. We can just like delete that, I guess. But that's my rankings. Honestly, yeah, a lot of stuff switched around, especially Berserker, dude. Oh my god, Berserker got gutted. Rest in peace. I personally don't think this was the way to like balance stuff out at all. Why would y'all just get everything? Are you guys gonna drop Ultra soon or something? Is that why everything got nerfed? I don't know. Maybe in Dark and Light they'll drop Ultras. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, that's all we have. That's all. I'll see y'all in the next one, and have a good one, man.